Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing tonight? Well, it is February 28th of 2026, but it's like only 40 minutes into the day, so it's technically the 59th day of the year, but I'm going to say this is day 58, day 59 of year one. Um, I was going to DoorDash 11 to 2 here in Purcell. And then DoorDash in Norman tonight. But I was really, really tired, so I just canceled my DoorDash here in Purcell from the 11 to 2, and I was still going to DoorDash in Norman. But then as time kept creeping on to get closer to me to leave to go to Norman, my side was hurting, and so I just decided to DoorDash here in Purcell between, say, 5:30 and 8:30 at night. I started about 5:20, ended about 8:20, so about 3 hours. And I made $50. I did try to continue going, but I sat there for a while and there wasn't any orders going through, so I just went ahead and hopped off and went to the store and grabbed a couple of items and came home, called it an evening. Then I started watching an old movie that came across my feed. I haven't seen in quite some time. It's The Night of the Comet. I think it came out in the 80s, maybe. I can't remember. It's an older one. I think it was the 80s when it came out. So I watched that one. It's been a minute since I've seen that one. And that just got over. So I got up, went and got me some M&Ms, and decided, let's make a quick video giving an update about my day. So basically, that's all I did. I sat at home and then I DoorDashed and then I came home. Went to the store and then I came home. And then basically just relaxed on the computer and watched me a movie and that's about it. Today, Saturday, I'm off work again today. My second granddaughter got invited to go to a birthday party. She's in pre-K. Her sister Everly wants to go too, but we try to explain to Everly that sometimes your sister's going to be invited to go to places that you aren't. And sometimes you're going to be invited to go to places that she's not. And that's okay. Y'all don't have to do everything together. You're going to have your friends, she's going to have her friends, and y'all might have some friends that are both of your friends. But I told Kelsey that I would pick her up, Everly, tomorrow. When they leave to go for the birthday party, I'll take Everly to go get a snow cone because our snow cone stand just opened up. And then I'll take her to the park out by the lake and let her run some energy off. While Dad stays at home with Brother. But other than that, I don't have anything to do until 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. And I'll probably only hang out with Everly a couple hours and then bring her home. I think the party gets over at 8. I'll probably pick her up around 4:30, bring her home between 6:30 and 7. And if they want me to, I'll even feed her dinner. I'll take her to get a snow cone before we go to the park. And then I'll let her run some energy off at the park. And then I'll buy her a. Probably won't buy her a Happy Meal, but I'll probably get her something from Sonic or something. Sonic, Wendy's, or Brahms. Those will be her probably choices that I get her. I think they do have a kids meal at Brahms. But yeah, I'll bring her back home so they don't have to worry about feeding her because Cadence will probably have 8 at the party and then Dad and Finn, get them for themselves. So yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And then I'll come home and what time do I have to be at work tomorrow? 3:00. Well, I'm just knocking everything over here. Let's see. Tomorrow is or Sunday. Sunday, not tomorrow. Sunday. It's 3:00. Monday is 4 to close, and Tuesday's 3 to 9. I was gonna work 4 to close on Wednesday, but one of the other girls, I think, guess she needs Saturday off, so me and her switched. So she's closing Wednesday, and then I'm working 3 to 9 on Saturday. So that'll give me Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off this week. So that's cool. I'll go back to work for 3 days, have 3 days off, and then work a day. So basically, that's all that's going on with me. I made $116 in the last 2 days, so I'm pretty happy about that. I did get past my 50 DoorDashes to be moved onto a level, and I'm currently on gold level. I think the next level up is platinum, but I haven't gotten enough deliveries for that yet. I think you have to have at least 100 completed deliveries before you're even eligible for platinum. But I am on the gold tier, which means I still get a little bit more benefits than those that haven't gotten to a tier level yet. Tonight, the orders that I was getting was pretty decent orders. The last order I had, I picked it up around 7:00. It was originally 2 orders going to 2 different places from the same location. It was going to be a pretty decent order. It was, so I took it. I think it was like $16 or something. And then when I was dropping off the first person's taco truck order, that's when my phone rang again, and they'd added Carl's Jr. on. Well, they gave me that option to add it on, which would be an extra like $9.50 or something like that. So I was like, shoot, why not? It's just down the road, even though I didn't know where that delivery was going to be. So I went in and added it on. Went and picked up the food from there. Then I wound up having to drive to Lexington, drop the Carl's Jr. order off first, and then my last order was all the way out to the prison. We have a correctional facility in Lexington, and I dropped it off at the guard shack. That was the taco truck guy. And then I turned around and came back in. I put it on pause when I was driving back in, because I was unsure if I wanted to continue to dash or not. So I came back, I put it on pause. I came back into town, I put gas in the car. Then I went, sat next to a hot spot and waited, unpaused it, refreshed it, let it know that I was there, and I sat there probably about 10 or 15 minutes and didn't receive another offer, so I just went ahead and jumped off. But I think I am going to try to DoorDash again at least 1 or 2 days out of the week. I mean, especially perfect timing for yesterday and today for me to make that $116 in 2 days. Because, I'm not looking to uh, make a ton of money with DoorDash, and that's not my goal. My goal is just to make enough just to supplement my income, just so I have spending money for groceries or spending money for gas or whatever. Since I'm only getting about 26 hours a week, I'm bringing home basically $300 a week, and that's about $1,200 a month, and my bills are about $1,000 a month. So instead of living on $50 a week for groceries and everything else, and living like a pauper, since I'm the one that's in charge of my reality, then I decided to go ahead and DoorDash. And, in a couple of days, I can make the extra money that I need to make. Um, I'm not a morning person, but if I could become a morning person, then I definitely could probably make more money door dashing, and I could probably make a good $200 or $300 in just a couple of days. But I would have to dash from like 11 in the morning to 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then dash again in the evening time from like 5 until 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I would have to try to switch it up to different markets. I'd have to try to switch it up to mainly doing the lunch here in Purcell and then doing the dinner rush in Norman. Even though the dinner rush here in Purcell tonight was pretty good. But that's pretty much how I'm looking at it. It's up to me to decide how much money I make or don't make. And I have nobody to blame but me if I don't make the funds that I need to make. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can got some of this other stuff. I haven't smelled. I don't even know if I told y'all about it or not. I don't know. Anyway, got a hold of some homegrown stuff. Oh yeah, I think I did mention it the other day. It's not that great. It's not like that good of stuff, but it's something different than the other stuff I've been smoking. And even though I don't like really feel it, it might be more like a hybrid. I might feel it more in my body than I actually do my head. Or it's just one of those weeds that it's a creeper weed or something. Peace, love, hugs, and nugs. Happy Saturday, February 28th. Oh, yeah, tonight's supposed to be the Parade of Planets. So, tonight we're supposed to have. Oh, gosh. Let me look it up real quick. Because I am kind of looking forward to this, actually. To see if it's going to, really be visible. Parade of Planets. It is when Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune appear together in the western sky shortly after sunset. The best view is expected shortly after sunset. 4 planets, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, may be visible to the naked eye, while others need binoculars. Shortly after sunset, with a 30 to 60 minute window for best viewing. What to expect? A loose arc or alignment rather than like a straight line. Move away from city lights to improve visibility. Well, I'll be playing with Everly around that time, but I'll try to see if I can, after we leave the park, right around close to sunset. The park is pretty close to a side of town where there's not a lot of city lights, so I might be able to drive out in the country just a ways away from the city lights to see if I can see it. Anyways, that's all I have for planned for today. Peace, love, hugs, and hugs. And until the next time, I'm out.